check out my friend Lee's boxing channel.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning in and checking out my latest video. In this week's video, we're going to be talking about the upcoming matchup, September 10th, Roman Gonzalez versus Carlos Cuadras. Interesting styles matchup. I cannot wait for this fight. We have Roman Gonzalez daring to be great, moving up to 115 pounds to take on the WBC champion Carlos Cuadras. Now, when I look at this matchup, Carlos Cuadras, very underrated in my opinion as a fighter. This is a guy who is undefeated. He doesn't have as much fanfare as Roman Gonzalez does. Roman Gonzalez, though, recently has only got that fanfare, in my opinion, after he beat up Edgar Sosa on HBO, gained a lot of new fans. So that's something that Carlos Cuadras is going to want to do in this fight, put on a great performance and gain some more fanfare, some more acclaim from the networks who want to push him and have him on more in the future. Now, when you look at Carlos Cuadras as a fighter, this is a guy who has outstanding lateral movement. He's very good at landing combinations and then getting out before his opponents can touch him. Very good foot speed, hand speed. He uses a variety of punches. Really just a very exciting guy to watch. Beautiful boxer. Like I said, good angles. He does a lot of things very well. And he's very confident in his skills as a fighter. Leading up to this fight, he's been very critical of some of the things about Roman Gonzalez, saying that he's too small, he's going to beat him up, this and that. He's extremely confident in his ability. Quite a character, Carlos Cuadras is outside of the ring. But he backs it up inside the ring because he's a highly skilled fighter, which you can see if you ever watch any of his fights. Now, when we look at Roman Gonzalez, this is a guy who is just all around a great boxer. When I look at Roman Gonzalez, I see such things that he brings to the table. Great balance. He's got power. He has aggressive style with a high guard defense. A lot of people actually, they think Roman Gonzalez gets hit more than he actually does. He really doesn't actually get hit that much. When you watch his fights, it's actually hitting his arms. He's got a very underrated defense, in my opinion. He's a guy who uses a variety of punches, such as left hook to the body, uppercut, right hand. Also, he can land combination punches as well. Extremely aggressive style. And Roman really does everything. He's a special fighter in terms of skills. Very good at cutting off the ring and highly conditioned fighter. So, some key advantages, I think, for both of these guys going into this matchup, in my opinion, would be Carlos Cuadras, the advantages he holds in this fight. He is the bigger man of the two. Carlos has better hand speed and foot speed. And I think he's a little bit more awkward of a style. He's harder to predict than Roman Gonzalez is, in my opinion. Now, when you look at Roman Gonzalez and what does he bring to this fight and what are some of the advantages that he has in this matchup, my opinion, Roman Gonzalez is a better puncher. He also has better stamina than Carlos Cuadras, in my opinion. Roman works the body better. These are just some of the advantages that I see in this fight. And also, I think he's a little overall better rounded than Carlos Cuadras is as a fighter, in my opinion. And I also think he's fought better competition, to tell you the truth, out of both of these fighters. Now, my pick for this fight, I believe that Roman Gonzalez is actually going to win this fight. A lot of people are picking Carlos Cuadras to win this as an upset pick. Now, my reason for going for Roman Gonzalez in this matchup, why I think he's going to win this fight, is because Roman Gonzalez, he has a relentless style where he's super aggressive the whole fight. And Carlos Cuadras has been known to fade late in fights. You go back and watch some of his fights. After 6 rounds, he starts getting touched, and he starts getting hit with body shots, right hands. And these are guys who are not even close to the level of Chocolatito. So I believe that Roman Gonzalez's ability to cut off the ring, along with his relentless pressure, is going to be the downfall for Carlos Cuadras in this fight. And I believe that Roman Gonzalez is going to win this fight by TKO in round 9 or 10. Now, it's going to be an interesting matchup because I believe that Cuadras, with his movement, his foot speed, things of that, early on in the fight, he may gain the first 3 or 4 rounds of this fight. And it's going to take Roman Gonzalez time to adjust and gain his timing, find his range, things of that nature. against a very tricky fighter, Carlos Cuadras. And Cuadras, I believe, will be in better shape than usual for this fight because he has been training with Rudy Hernandez lately. Excellent trainer. Very, very knowledgeable guy. I think very highly of him as a trainer. Brilliant boxing mind. Carlos Cuadras has been working with him recently. And for those of you who don't know, interesting factor for this fight, Rudy Hernandez was actually a cut man for Roman Gonzalez for years. So he knows a lot of insider things about Roman Gonzalez, his weaknesses, his skills, etc. He's seen this guy on a daily basis for countless number of years. And now he will be going against Roman Gonzalez when he trains Carlos Cuadras for this fight. So definitely, guys, do not want to miss this fight. Some interesting storylines going into this matchup. A lot of very highly talented people involved in this matchup, from Rudy Hernandez training Carlos Cuadras to both of the fighters, of course. Lots of skills, lots of brilliant boxing minds in this fight. Cannot wait to see it. Going to be an interesting styles matchup. We got the aggressive fighter versus the slick, awkward fighter in Carlos Cuadras. Excellent fight, guys. Let me know what you guys think on this fight, who you got to win this matchup, and how they're going to win this fight. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, appreciate it. Thank you very much.